Hey everybody, RockPaperMario here, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Blue, the complete Pokédex edition. I don't know why I feel the need to keep stressing that, but I suppose I should, because that's the whole backbone of this particular LP, is that I'm going to catch them all, you know? In the last part we caught Abra. We got off to a great start by catching Abra. I still have to catch a second one, but that's neither here nor there. And in this part, what I'm going to be doing is taking on the Cerulean Gym, and probably doing some other random junk, because I can't see us having any difficulty whatsoever in the Cerulean Gym. I'm pretty sure Mr. Burn, that ridiculous son of a bitch, is pretty much just going to wipe the floor with it all and sundry inside in the Cerulean Gym, so... Oh my god. I took the liberty of getting myself a drink, but I think that might have backfired, because the other way I was saying, it seems like every drink I get backfires. I get a cup of tea and it's like, oh, it's making the milk in the tea is making my throat all mucusy. So then what I do is like, oh, what can I get, what kind of drink will I get now? Oh, well, I'll get a glass of 7-Up. And then the 7-Up, the carbonation is making me burp. Which isn't very conducive to commentating on this. Oh, Horsey, how adorable. Mr. Burn, kill, destroy. Because anything they do isn't going to do jack shit, see? Go Mr. Burn. See, this is what I'm saying. Like, this LP is going to give me the chance to show off how cool Pokemon like Bellsprout and how usable Pokemon like Bellsprout can actually be. Because the thing is, like, when you think about it, like, this game is set up in such a way as to, like, it really does give you everything you could possibly need. Like especially Pokemon Yellow, like, maybe not Blue, Red or Blue, because the thing is, like, if you pick Charmander, like, you don't get the like, do you know the way in Pokemon Yellow, like, they give you Mankey and they give you Double Kick Nidoran and stuff like that before fighting Brock. Well, they don't do that in this game. Like, in this game, if you pick Charmander, there's like no other alternative when you're fighting Brock other than to just duke it out with him and hope you survive, basically. Look at Shelter, look how happy he is! What a ridiculously happy sprite! He just looks so joyous, he's just like... And it looks like he's licking the bee in Mr. Burn. How ridiculous. But like, for the most part, they set you up really well to be able to have the proper Pokemon to take on the proper gyms. Like in this, like, oh my god, Mr. Burn is gaining levels left, right, and center. Like, in Cerulean City, they'll set you up with being able to get a grass Pokemon, and it's going to be Bellsprout in this game. And it's going to be Oddish in Pokemon Yellow or Pokemon... Well, actually in Pokemon Yellow you can get both, can't you? But, or in Pokemon Red you can get Oddish. Like, for the next gym, for Lieutenant Surge coming up, it's going to give you Diglett on a silver platter, and it's already after giving you the opportunity to get... I thought it was going to use Peck. It's already after giving you the opportunity to get Geodude or even Sandshrew, but like it giving you Diglett so easily, right at that point, and it's in that very city, just like here, like Bellsprout and Oddish, the grass Pokemon you'd need to take on the water Pokemon gym if you caught Charmander, let's say, or if you chose Charmander, let's say, as your starter. Or if you chose Squirtle, like I did, as your starter, do you know what? The goddamn Koipu is going to take you out, because no one roughs up Mr. Burn on my watch. The goddamn Koipu got 451 experience. Did you ever think you'd see the day? But yeah, the game does set you up really well for things like that. Like, I'm trying to think of like other examples. Like, it's the same with like Cinnabar Island. Like when you're going to go taking on Blaine at that stage, It's after giving you Surf, and it's after giving you the Good Rod and the Super Rod on the way to Fuchsia City to get there. To basically set you up for being able to have good water Pokemon for taking on Blaine. Like, it's just well constructed in that way. Like, you don't have to worry about getting to Cerulean City and not being able to get some Pokemon that's going to be able to make your life easier. Because, as I say, if you just search around and experiment, and that's the thing, it like actually it incentivizes exploration, because it's like, oh, well, you don't have a Pokemon that's effective against water Pokemon, why don't you hunt around in the surrounding area? And I'm sure you'll find something that'll help you along, you know? So, I don't know, I just think it's really cool. Hi, you're a new face. Trainers who want to turn pro have to have a policy of Pokemon. A policy of a Pokemon? You better have an insurance policy, because I'm going to wipe you out. My policy is an all-out offensive of water-type Pokemon. My policy is catching a load of random junk and just kicking everyone's ass is what my policy is. Misty wants to fight. Okay, Mr. Byrne, it's your time to shine. Come on, Mr. Byrne. I just can't, like, get over calling it Mr. Byrne. Like, without the S, it just sounds so ridiculous. And the way it's spelled burn, as in burn baby burn. Like, how ridiculous does it have to get? Do you know? Do you know what I should have done? I should have used Groat a couple of times. Do I know Groat? I might use Poison Powder on the Starmie, is what I might do. Just to give myself some extra residual damage. See how much this tackle does. See, that's gonna... We're not gonna be able to keep this up for that very long. Potion. Because I'm addicted to the potions. Yeah, you use X-Defend like an Ultramaroon. That's not gonna help you. Okay, how much does it actually do? 14. Okay, well I can survive another one of those. Do I want to use Groat? No, I thought I could survive another of those. Well, Mr. Byrne, you did a good job. We're gonna send out the goddamn Koipu now that we have him poisoned. Hyper Fang his ass. Even though Starmie is just so beautiful, like, it's just such a beautiful Pokemon. Oh my god, I forgot about, like, that it had X-Defend. Fuck. Okay, well maybe this isn't going to be as easy as I thought it would. Well, maybe it would have been smarter to use Timothy and put it to sleep, actually. Can I survive another tackle? I don't think I can. So that's a problem. All the rest of my Pokemon are all physical based. Like, Mr. Byrne was the only Pokemon I had that could use... Oh my god, this is not going anywhere. Mr. Byrne was the only Pokemon I had that was able to use a special attack. So now that Mr. Byrne is gone, I'm not going to be able to do anything. What about Buzzar, Oko-san? I suppose I could get Oko-san out here and use the Sand attack and just try and stall it out. Might be an idea. Oh my god. This is not good. Oko-san, use Sand attack. Its accuracy fell. Now use Quick attack. Oh my god. And the way Bubble Beam just seems so devastating as well. Like, it just comes across as extremely devastating. Well, do you know what I'll do? I'll use Bob Pataki and I'll just try and tank it is what I'll do. Like, Water Gun will do... Like, Water Gun has a power of 40, which means it has a power of 60 when Bob Pataki uses it because of same type attack bonus, which halved it has a power of 30. Which is still more than Tackle will do, because Tackle has a power of 35, but it's after using X-Defend, which will mean that it'll do jack shit, so... Like, I think Water Gun, technically, is still, even though it's not very effective, will do more to Starmie than Tackle will do, so... Do I have a Revive? Can I get a Witness? No, I don't. Of course I don't have anything that useful. I keep getting into these scrapes. Here am I saying, like, oh, will... I'm not going to have any trouble whatsoever in the Cerulean Gym. It's going to be a cakewalk. And here I get into this kind of a ridiculous situation all over again. But then I suppose that's more entertaining to watch at the end of the day. Like for you guys, when there's a genuine chance that I could lose. And for me as well, it like keeps me on my toes. And like, compared to like if you're just like, if you can do no wrong and you're just able to just sweep everything and just, it doesn't really matter what you do, you kind of know you're going to win. You don't really have to engage your brain, or that kind of way. Whereas like when there's a certain degree of risk, you have to make that crucial decision. Like with Pidgey, if you're only going to get in one attack, is it more useful to use Sand Attack once and then just sacrifice it and move on to the next Pokemon? Or is it more useful to try and get in two attacks that'll do less damage over the long run? And in this case, like Sand Attack was obviously the correct decision, just like sending out Bob Pataki and using Water Gun instead of Tackle was the right decision. Did he just grow up 2 levels in a row? Like, did he just grow from level 17 to level 19? That's just perverse, Bob Pataki. I got $2,000. How bad. The Cascade Badge makes all Pokemon up to level 30 obey. That includes even outsiders. There's more. You can now use Cut anytime. You can cut down small bushes to open new paths. You can also have my favourite TM, and we got the Bubble Beam TM. Which is actually quite useful. Like, it's really useful to have, like, a water type TM that you can teach to quite a lot of Pokemon. Like, you'd be surprised how many Pokemon can learn Bubble Beam from the TM. It's ridiculous. Just like the way, I'll never forget it, in Ruby and Sapphire, the first time I played it, I had a Pelipper, and I taught that Pelipper Shockwave using the Shockwave TM you get from beating Watson. It's like, how ridiculous, a Pelipper that knows Shockwave. That Pelipper was class, though. No, I don't need to heal, I already healed. There we are, Mr. Burn is at level 16. Like, our Pokemon are getting up there as far as levels are concerned. So what I might do, I might put the goddamn Koipu up front, because if he's going to level up soon, might as well get that out of the way. But yeah, as I said, like, I kind of almost like the way this LP is turning out, that there's a degree of challenge, because I'm using so many different Pokemon. Hey there. The people here were robbed. What? We was robbed! Will, Uncle Phil is going to kill you. I just have to, that video, oh my god. Like, it's actually called, I think it's called Fresh Prince Anime or something like that, I have no idea. Team Rocket must be trying to dig their way into no good. There's this guy, this Weetabix bodybuilder. That's what I was talking about! Oh my god, that's what I was talking about, was the Weetabix bodybuilder. But there's like this, in the last video when I lost my train of thought. There's like this cereal called Weetabix, and they don't do it anymore, but years ago, like I'm talking about like in the 80s and 90s, they used to advertise Weetabix with these characters that were like the Weetabix themselves, but they had like personalities. And one of them was like looked like a skinhead kind of a character. He had like a white tank top and jeans and boots or whatever. I don't know why they were advertising cereal with this sort of a guy. But like, and then there was one, and like my dad calls him the Weetabix bodybuilder. I'm not even sure whether that's what he was supposed to be called. Like that's his official name. But we always called him the Weetabix bodybuilder. I'm an innocent bystander. Don't you believe me? No, I can't say I do. Imakuni. That's what their, like, sprites look like on screen. Like, on the overworld, the rockets in this game. He look like Imakuni. He said that Machop, who looks like the Weetabix bodybuilder. Come on, use your Hyper Fang. It's the goddamn Koipu. You can't stand up to the goddamn Koipu. You can't come into the Koipu's territory. No, don't get a critical hit and kill the goddamn Koipu. I want to level up the goddamn Koipu. Let's get Oko-san in here. The Pudding God. What a motley crew, I tell you. We have, like, the goddamn Koipu. We have Oko-san, who's the Pudding God. We have Buzzar. Oh my god, that's 7-Up. Why did I get to drink you? Why did I decide to drink you? Yeah, we'll switch. We'll give Buzzar a little time in the spotlight. Oh my god, look at him. Like, do you know what Drowsy looks like? He looks like that episode of SpongeBob SquarePants where SpongeBob and Patrick are competing against one another in the Olympic game. Not the Olympic games, they're like the Fry Cook games or something. And SpongeBob jumps off a diving... What? What was that? SpongeBob jumps off a diving board and dips himself in chocolate or something. And then, like, yeah, because Timothy is like the only Pokemon with enough special to tank that. Lulu, Lulu, Lulu. Like, what was I saying? Oh yeah, and then he rolls in nuts, but that's what Drowsy looks like. It's like that yellow SpongeBob dipped in chocolate. Or do you know what else it makes me think of? There's this part in, it's not in the film, but in the book, in the book American Psycho by Bret Easton Ellis, there's this part, like, where I must say, like, in spite of myself, like, in spite of how terrible this is to say this, it actually made me laugh because I thought it was funny. Like, there's this part where he goes out to dinner with his girlfriend, and he's after, like, covering a urinal cake, like a yellow urinal cake, in chocolate. And he gives it to her, like, and it's in like a little box, and he's like, oh, it's a present, and it's from like this chocolatier or whatever, and it's a dessert or whatever. And he sits there and watches her eat this urinal cake that's been covered in chocolate. And it's like, it's ridiculous, but that's like what Drowsy looks like as well. He's like a urinal cake covered in chocolate. TM28 dig. Which is actually ridiculously powerful in this generation because it has a power of 80 compared to, like, it was dropped down to 60. But I think they're after putting it back up to 80 again, if I remember correctly. Hey, do you want your TM back? I figure what's lost is lost. Yeah, Diglett doesn't even need a TM, you Ultramaroon. You blittering hayseed. You hulking boob. What, can I just decide what I'm doing? What I want to do is I want to go back to the Pokemon Center and I want to get Officiate out of the computer because I might as well go and I might as well go and put him in the daycare now. Bill's PC. That's why I kind of wanted to get Koipu up to level 18 so he'd evolve. We'll put Mr. Burn back in for the moment and withdraw Officiate. Because a man got sick because of Officiate. Well, if once Officiate becomes a Gyarados, there's going to be a lot of Pokemon getting really sick is what's going to happen. Because Officiate is going to be tearing stuff up left, right and center. Like, that's the thing. Like, Magikarp, you have to invest a lot of effort, or in this case, 0 effort, because I'm just going to put it in the daycare. But the return is 100% worth it. So there's no point in going to the right, because we're just going to end up, like at a dead end. That's the way to the rock tunnel, and we need to cut HM. Well, here's the daycare. I'm gonna actually get to use it for a sensible purpose here. Hey there. I run a daycare. Would you like me to raise one of your Pokemon? Yeah, sure. Officiate. I hope you're not a man who gets sick because of Officiate. Yeah, you look after Officiate for a while. You do that, boob. We'll actually try and get, like, how much experience does the goddamn Koipu need to evolve? 226. That's like 2 Pokemon. If I can just beat like 2 wild Pokemon with him, then that'll be it sorted. I'll have it done. I'm gonna go back up here and heal up, or would it be easier to just go down to Vermilion City at this stage? I don't even know. Do you know what? I'll meet you at like the tall grass. Actually, I forgot. Can't we catch like... I think we can actually catch a new Pokemon here. Because can't you catch Meowth here in this long grass? if I remember correctly. Obviously our priority is getting the goddamn Koipu to level up here, but... Like, isn't this like where you catch me out? Like, I don't think I'm wrong on that. I think you can actually catch me out in this long grass, which would be cool. Because Meowth and Persian, like, Persian is actually a really good Pokemon. Like, I remember how I had this really like, weird, Sunny Day doubles team before, like in the days of Pokemon Battle Revolution, and well, no, was it Persian? No, I didn't use Persian. Sorry, no, I'm wrong. I used Glameow. Was my Sunny Day setter. I used to use Glameow to set up Sunny Day, and then I had Glameow new U-turn as well, so I'd use U-turn then to get out of there. But I also had like some really strange Pokemon like through breeding. I had like a Victory Bell that knew Weather Ball, so it was able to use Fire type Weather Ball in Sunny Day, and it also had Chlorophyll and Solar Beam or whatever. And I had a Vileplume that knew T-shirt dance. So what I do like is, wait a second, how come it didn't evolve? What a rip-off. So it doesn't evolve until like what, level 20 probably so. See, there you go, that's what I get for not knowing about these Pokemon. But yeah, that's what I used to do, because the other way, like, Glameow has own tempo as its ability. I used to send out Glameow and Vileplume first, and I used to get Glameow to set up Sunny Day and Vileplume to use T-shirt dance first turn. So obviously Glameow wouldn't get affected by T-shirt dance because of own tempo, but like the other two Pokemon on the opposite side would be confused. And then like you'd already have Sunny Day set up, so Vileplume would have Chlorophyll active then. Yeah, look, see, there's Meowth. Look, it's so cute. Oh my god. You have to use the Koipu. Well, we're not going to use Hyper Fang. I don't want to kill the poor thing. Jeez, that quick attack almost killed it in and of itself. Okay. Item. Got item. Time to use the Pokeball. At least this Meowth isn't going to talk. Alright, Meowth was caught. New Pokedex data will be added for Meowth. The Scratch Cat Pokemon. It adores circular objects, wanders the streets on a nightly basis to look for drop loose change. Do you want to give a nickname to Meowth? Yeah, sure. But I don't know what. Well, I can't call it Cat Dennings. Do you know what, it was really funny. There was like this... My grandmother, she always calls Katy Perry Catty Perry. And I have no idea why. I don't know whether it's a joke. Like whether she's trying to make a joke. Or whether like she just... or whether she just says it wrong. I don't know, but I think she's trying to make a joke. I don't question her on it. I'm just like, oh yeah, her, ha ha ha. So yeah, we might as well call it, well, does that fit in? I don't think that will fit in. C-A-T-T-Y. C-A-T-T-Y-P-E or Y. Oh, it does fit in. So we have Cat Denning and Katy Perry. Maybe I'll just call it Katy Perry. Why not? That like the new Katy Perry album, like the songs on that are just so infectious, and they're like kind of like they're the kind of infectious where you don't even realize it. Like Bon Appetit, like the first time I heard that I was like, oh yeah, this is pretty okay. And it's like the kind of song where it doesn't really make a big impression on you the first time you hear it, but then you realize like that you're like humming it or that it's stuck in your head like later in the day. And you're still like going around like hours later, like, and it's just such an infectious rhythm and an infectious tune. You can't get away from it. So I don't know. It's just really, really cool. But anyway, I think that's enough for this part of Let's Play Pokemon Blue. Thanks a million for watching. We actually got a lot done, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.